Hi, welcome back, and yes, it is yet another amplifier video. Now, this is something a little different, yet another British icon of British manufacturing days gone by. Laney originally started in 1967 by a chap called Laney, who was actually the guitarist in a band at the time, a band I've never heard of before, but I think they're called Band of Joy. Now, it had quite a famous drummer you may have heard of, a very young John Bonham, and quite a well-known lead singer called Mr. Robert Plant. Anyway, he left the band because he wanted to get into designing and manufacturing his own amplifiers. Obviously, there wasn't that much around in those days, and there's a particular sound he's looking for. So that's what he did, and they're still going today. Still a British company. I think they only manufacture now the higher-end valve amps in the UK, but well, it's still going. That's what counts. But today we're looking at this fella. It's a 20-watt version, 8-inch speaker, practice amp. This is called the Laney 20LR Extreme. So yeah, we'll do a little close-up of the controls, a bit more about the specs of that, and then we'll play some guitars through it, usual sort of thing, throw some pedal boards on it. Oh, sorry, I won't throw pedal boards at it, I'll just play some pedals through it. Then we'll have a little jam session, and yeah, see what you think. Let's get on with it. Okay, well here's the front of the amplifier. Metal grille, metal corners, quite a weight to it, incredibly robust and well made, and apparently all Laney stuff's like that. Over here we have the input jack for guitar, got first channel, clean channel volume, then we've got a crunch button, turns on a second channel, and that has crunch control here, which would be the gain, and then it has a master volume for that, and then which works on both channels here. We have the equalization, so we have the bass, mids and trebles. Now, what I do like about this amp, it's got reverb on it, a nice little reverb control there as well. It's got a sort of classic vintage look pop knobs as well, which is quite nice, kind of suits the amp. We've got CD or line in, and then phones out, off on switch. Pretty basic, pretty simple, but yeah, really well made. Right, let's go and see how it sounds. Well, there we have the Laney LX20R. In all respects, it's a pretty good amp, I think. I mean, it's only 20 watts, but it packed quite a punch. One thing I did find, it took a bit of getting used to, is it's very, very bright. It's a really very bright, high, top-end sort of sounding amp, especially on the clean channels. And that's nothing you can't tune out, either using the equalization on the amp itself. Off camera, I was playing around a bit with various guitars, and just using the tone controls on the guitars got quite a nice sound actually. So it's just a case of adjusting to suit. Where it comes alive, I think, is on the crunch. And again, trying to keep the video short, I was off camera, I was playing around with the drive and the volume on that, and you can get some really, really good sounds. So yeah, you got to make your own mind up whether it's the amp for you, but I think it's not a bad all-rounder. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed some of that, and obviously more videos coming up, more amp videos, various sizes, and I'm hoping to get hold of some fairly big valve stuff to play with. Also, I've got quite an interesting guitar I'm working on at the moment, so keep tuned for that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye now.